Hi guys, and what is going on? So I'm finally back after my trip, weekend away, I would guess, for Mother's Day. I'm finally back, and I'm good. I'm good to be back. You know, I'm happy to be back and all of that. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Now this is another sort of series thing I wanted to put into my YouTube channel, as content, which is obviously Overwatch, that I will be doing today. Now, a lot of you guys most likely come to my channel for matchmaking and case openings and such, but I sort of want to expand my YouTube channel content-wise. You know, I don't want to just do matchmaking videos like every single day. I want to expand. So obviously I've got my matchmaking one, what's most likely my most popular at the moment. I've got the case opening that I can only really do every 2 weeks or so, because obviously the costing, all of that. And then obviously this will be Overwatch. Now if you guys like this, and I see a lot of comments and likes and a lot of support that you actually want me to do these as a regular thing, then I will. If you don't, then I won't do them on my channel. But like I said, I want to sort of expand my content. You know, I just don't want to do matchmaking highlights constantly, because it does take it can take up to like 6-7 hours just to get a video out, you know, because obviously the games I play are 40 odd minutes long each, so it can take a long time to get the content and sort of like the gameplay footage that I need just to edit the video itself. So yeah, we're going to be jumping in. This will be all edited and stuff. It won't be just like a full length matchmaking video. It'll be like less than 10 minutes or something like that, of just like me watching games of people where they've been reported for cheating, and we'll see how it goes. So I haven't done any of these Overwatch things on my channel before. A lot of people asked whether I should start doing them. They did sort of say that they wanted me to do them, but I never sort of got around to them, and I sort of just like it faded out, and I continued doing my matchmaking. But like I said, I've never done one of these before. I don't know how it's gonna go. You know, I'm just gonna see if this guy's cheating or not, and we'll see whether he gets a vacation or not. You know. Doesn't really look like he's sort of got suspicion, but there's a guy around the corner, but he hasn't really given any sort of yeah, I think he might. Like, I'm not saying he's cheating. Like, I don't want to be sort of like jump to the subject, but he's camping that corner, as in he's seen the guy there, and he hasn't seen that guy. He didn't peek. He hasn't shot. He's been silent as a ninja, and the minute that guy looked like he was pushing, he turned straight back around and sat the corner and sort of aimed to where the guy was going to run around the corner. I can't really hear the enemy's footsteps. I don't know if that's a bug, but I can't really hear his footsteps. So he most likely is just hearing his footsteps, because you could easily hear him if he was pushing out B tunnels on the B site. Okay. Okay. I think we've just clarified. See, that could easily be like, obviously you don't know what ranks these guys are. That sort of spot, if you obviously play Dust 2 quite a lot, obviously you can sort of know where to peek. Like, if you line up, if you're obviously someone who peeks a certain spot a certain amount of times, and obviously it's an AWPer, you'd sort of know that spot. It's a pretty simple spot to sort of peek. You know, the left side or the right side is usually where they peek their like faces around the corner. But it seemed like when he shot those guys through the smoke, it's instead of just like, you know, aiming and shooting really quickly and like obviously hiding, he sort of aimed. You know, he sort of like scoped in, aimed to the right a little bit, then a few seconds, like a second or so later, he sort of shot like he knew where they were going to peek. So that was a little bit suspicious. Not calling full hacks, but it might be he might have some sort of vision assist. He hasn't got aim assist so far. I'm guessing the people on the team reported him for those 2 kills through smoke. Normal enough. Nothing really over suspicious about that. It's a common spot, very common spot for an AWPer to obviously hold when obviously playing defense on a site. See, there sort of he could have, I don't know. That was a pretty nice dink. Vortex is just going balls deep. That was 100% legit. Like, he knew exactly where he was just by the sounds, and the guy Vortex would have called him out. Yeah, the only thing what sort of, I don't know, alerted me is that the guy sort of has really good game sense. Like, at the beginning, like, sort of now, my suspicious level is like, I don't know, -10. There's nothing really suspicious in my eyes right now. The beginning at A double doors, it looked a little bit suspicious. The way he was sort of like, he just like he knew that people were gonna push there. This guy doesn't know how to shoot. It's easy enough. Peek spray, peek spray. If you don't ever like pre-fire smoke, if like enemies smoke it, if there's like a bunch of enemies and they smoke it and you don't pre-fire, you're like, in my books, like you need to do that. Like, if you've ever watched pro matches, they always pre-fire smoke, like most of the time, because it's like, just because it's smoke doesn't mean it's a brick wall. You know, you can still shoot people for it. So I'm guessing the other guy, that clone guy's obviously given the call that they've pushed onto B site. I've never seen anyone use a spray like that. They're like shooting 3 times without controlling it. It's just they shoot 3 times and it aims to the sky. I've never seen anyone spray that. I don't know what ranks these are, but it's a bit, I don't know. It just seemed a little. His recoil on his gun is pretty retarded. Like the way he's spraying. It's, see, that was suspicious. That was very suspicious. Like to hit. I'm not saying I'm not good at the game, but to hit that shot that quick without any sort of reaction was a little bit suspicious. But there's definitely no aim assist. There's no scripting of B hops or, you know, upside down screen. The only thing I could say in this is he might be using walls. But obviously, I'm not exactly 100% sure. I don't want to report someone if they're not using walls. You know, it could easily be enough. It could be a smurf, but I don't think this is a smurf. This guy does look a little bit suspicious with the way he's, like, you know. But it's definitely not a high. I wouldn't have thought this is a high tier game. You know, I'm only MG2, you know. But I was Lem. Very close to Supreme, very close. But then an update came out and Gaben just said, you know what, we're gonna ruin your 2016, you know, fuck you guys, eat a bag of D ranks. These guys, like I said, they could, the other team could just be salty that they're getting like wrecked by this guy, the way he's like doing so many like clutches and whatnot. You know, but these guys are a little bit, see the Vulture guy was sort of playing it safe, but you know, the way this guy, the P9, was playing, or whatever the guy's gun was, he was playing a bit stupid. You know, in my point of view, if the bomb's down and it's 1v4 or something, obviously a lot of people will play very aggressive and try and kill him 1v4 easy, you know. But when you've got this guy who's been suspicious throughout the whole game, I wouldn't play like that. Like, why would you throw a smoke and then push before it's, you know, that doesn't make any sense. Like, are you special? See, the only thing I'm a little bit confused on is how every time someone, or whether it's just him, you know, he knows there's an enemy there because obviously the enemies tried to shoot him and had a one-on-one with him, and it just seems that every single time the enemy has a few pop shots at him, turns around and runs off, he just goes ball deep, you know, he just runs straight for him as if he knows, like that with that Vulture guy. It was a little bit suspicious, you know. I don't know. I can't really. So at this point, guys, after watching the video over while editing it, I knew this guy was cheating, but when I was actually doing the video live, I don't know why, but I didn't really notice any of the things that were so suspicious. Like, I knew this guy was cheating, like I said, after watching the video back in the Sony Vegas, but watching it live, I don't know why I didn't think he wasn't cheating when it clearly shows he was cheating. Like, there was so many obvious parts in this video where he was cheating, and I just completely blanked it, not realizing he was. I'm not too sure why, but I knew for a fact this guy was cheating after watching this over a second time. So yeah, obviously in the video, you'll see me where I will put insufficient evidence, because like I say, I didn't think he was cheating, but when I watched it over again, I could clearly see this guy was definitely cheating. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next time, if you guys want more of these sort of videos, I will definitely look more into the videos before, obviously, submitting a report. But other than that, guys, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, if you guys want more of these, show your support in the comments, show your support in the likes, you know, share it with your friends, and I will keep doing this. If you don't, and you don't really want to see these sort of videos, then I'll just stick to, obviously, case openings and matchmakings. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.